If you run a recruiting agency and you're looking for more freedom combined with more revenue, then you want to make sure that you're leveraging automation. And you want to be able to leverage automation to support both your business development and candidate sourcing efforts. And by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can automate some of your candidate sourcing efforts while you're on vacation. Now, guys, don't take that too seriously. Of course, we need to work to get the job done, right? But the reality of it is you actually can leverage automation. And I do have clients that are actively sourcing while they're on vacation. You can go ahead and check out my video and interview with Chelsea Crows if you want to see about a little bit more about that. But before we get into this video, for the best online marketing and lead generation advice, specifically for the staffing and recruiting industry, make sure you subscribe to this channel as I roll out new videos and live interviews every single week, Mondays and Thursdays, that you can eat up anytime that you want. So hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that bell in the corner so you're notified every time I roll a new video out. So if you're looking to leverage automation, there's really 3 main ways that you can do that. The first is by leveraging LinkedIn. LinkedIn's got excellent opportunities, not through the platform, but outside of the platform, using some tools that will connect with LinkedIn that will automate your connection requests and automate the messaging. Now, here's the balance, okay? You can really mess up your brand if you don't know how to use automation properly. You can spam the heck out of people, you can connect with the wrong people, and you can also just leave a bad taste in your prospective candidate's mouth. If you're doing it that way, this can all work against you, and you definitely won't be making money while you're on vacation. So when you're leveraging automation from the sourcing side, especially using LinkedIn, you want to focus on targeted lists so you can use some very targeted messaging. If you're going to take 1,000 people and put them through a list and hope and pray, you're never going to get this part right. Don't try to sell your opportunity through these types of approaches either. Just try to start a conversation. LinkedIn is a gold mine. If you want to use their LinkedIn expensive recruiter tool, knock yourself out. If you want to learn about some more effective automation tools that are a fraction of the cost of LinkedIn Recruiter, that's where I come into play. Feel free to reach out to me. The next thing you want to do is be looking at email campaigns and drip email campaigns. And there's a lot of great tools out there that you can utilize. But the first thing that you need in order to have a successful drip email campaign is, again, the data of the targeted client. So you're going to have to figure out a data scraping tool or purchase some data from Zoom Info or export your contacts list. But obviously, you can't send emails to candidates if you don't know or don't have the emails to send. Having a good data scraping tool combined with a good drip email tool. Now, what I like is the tools that are out there where you can actually build a drip and it carries over the previous message, and previous message. And the fortunes in the follow-up, you can't send one email and expect for a response. And everything I've ever tested, it's usually email 2 or 3 where you're going to get most of your response. And you will still get responses from email 4, 5, and 6 if they're crafted the right way. Same principles that we're talking about with LinkedIn, you need to use with your email, which is having targeted lists with ideal candidates on there. Because if not, they'll see right through those types of things when we're trying to go with more of these mass approaches. The third way that we can leverage automation is kind of thinking outside of the box. And this is where you start looking at paid advertisement. Paid advertisement, I view it as automation, is because the money is doing the work for exposure, right? And so there's a couple of different ways that you can look at paid advertisement. First is traditional job boards, using places like Indeed and Monster and things like that, ZipRecruiter, and placing job adverts. If you haven't tried it and you don't have a strategy, don't try it. But if you have a good strategy, job adverts can actually work for certain types of positions that are out there. And there's a big, kind of myth out there. Well, job adverts don't work because passive candidates aren't on those types of platforms. But the reality of it is somebody's on that platform that can share with somebody else that might be interested in that opportunity. And again, a lot of people don't have success with job advertisings because they don't view it as a marketing thing. What they do is they throw up a job description and think that's going to be the hook for getting people to respond and engage. And that's where the common mistake is. Outside of job boards, there's other platforms that you should really be looking at, like Facebook, Instagram, other social media platforms. TikTok's coming out with new things now where you can do video postings. But when you're building up funnels to attract, candidates, that can be done through paid advertisement. And again, that's not any effort. There's nobody outbound cold calling. There's nobody out there doing the job. We're actually using the money to drive the awareness around those types of positions. Again, it's not something you can just throw up. You need a good qualified strategy. You need to be able to hit emotional things to get people to respond and engage with you. But those are 3 ways that you can really leverage automation and create more freedom in your sourcing efforts. Now, don't mistake it, guys. You can't just it doesn't just show up on a platter. You guys know this that have been in the industry. Recruiting's a tough job, and you have to still get on the phone and sell the opportunity and vet the candidate out and things like that. But you should be looking for every way possible to make these phone calls easier. And the automation tips that I just shared in this video will do exactly that. If you're interested in learning more, we have a new workshop. It's called the 3-Step Direct Messaging Workshop that I'm running right now. It's a very targeted approach that we have to get candidate responses right now in this current making of this video, which is 7/14/2021. We are in a candidate driven market. Leveraging automation and also leveraging personalized messaging in a way that they're not seeing before is going to be critically important to make sure you're capitalizing on all the orders on your plate and really maximizing the revenue that's out there for you. And so take a look at that messaging workshop. The link for that is on the comments below there. If you like this video, give it a like, a comment, and a share. And you can feel free to comment below what automation tools that you're currently using and the success you're having from those. This is Donnie Gupton. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one. I'm out.